50CAN, the 50 State Campaign for Achievement Now, was created because the pace of change has been too slow given the urgent need for reform in our schools. We want to bring the successful education reform model developed over 6 years at Concan in Connecticut to other states across the country. Our model is built around the conviction that all politics is local, but locals shouldn't have to start from scratch. We identify local leaders and provide them with the tools they need to build an effective advocacy movement in their state, including national caliber communications and research, such as websites, lobbying strategies, policy expertise, and social media savvy. By empowering local leaders, we're helping create a true, lasting, effective state-based education reform movement that will help America's children achieve their dreams. We want to be a catalyst for dramatic change for our kids. That means growing our current network of state campaigns in Rhode Island, Minnesota, Maryland, and New York to new states, and partnering with people who believe that great schools change everything. 50CAN aims to reach half the country by 2015. What will make this possible are strong partnerships with entrepreneurial funders who recognize that fundamental reform of the education system involves visionary and bold change at the state level. We bring together all of the key elements of powerful advocacy campaigns, united around strong state leadership. Our leverage points are research and policy, communications and mobilization, and government relations, powered by teams at both the state and national level. Before we launch a campaign, our national news site development team first thoroughly scouts the state to gauge the political climate, including getting to know key potential collaborators. This process allows each campaign to launch with a strong network of on-the-ground experts and allies that help inform our policy goals. We've become really good at combining in-state leadership with national experience and know-how. This means continually capturing what works and sharing that across our network of states. We recruit people who are students of advocacy and curious about what works and how to make it work better. We want team members who are restless, people who are constantly looking for better ways to secure big changes, or better ways to craft education policies to get big results for kids. Ed reform advocacy is becoming a big movement. It'll take great collaborators to make the most of it. At both the national and state level, we strive to build bridges between all of those who work to create a better education for America's children. Fifty-CAN draws a lot of inspiration from schools, and what's interesting about gap closing schools is the way they take simple metrics and build an amazing school culture around them. They say every student, no matter their background, will leave our school reading, writing, and doing math on grade level. Amazing things happen when you set the bar high. We strive to do the same thing in the world of advocacy. We pick ambitious policy goals each year in every state and do everything we possibly can to reach these goals. On this path to victory, we work to adjust course based on the results we are seeing in the strategies and tactics. This means studying the number of page views on our website, the number of downloads of our research papers, clicks on action emails, media hits, and click-through rates. But ultimately, we measure our success not by the wins on specific policy goals, but on the impact on student achievement. We want to close the achievement gap by securing dramatic achievement gains for kids. People tend to think of advocates as tough and secretive, but that isn't the 50CAN experience, and that's not how we get things done. We believe in reaching out to everyone on all sides of an issue, and we strive to be completely transparent in our work, whether it's posting our budgets as soon as they're approved by the board, or tweeting our work in real time. Collaboration, teamwork, and internal communication are key elements of our work. Local leadership is the central organizing principle of 50CAN, and is the foundation for everything we do. But we also believe deeply in never reinventing the wheel. This model provides the best of both worlds: strong, authentic local leadership combined with the experience and know-how of years of advocacy campaigns. The accomplishments in Connecticut, Minnesota, and Rhode Island so far include 12 major policy victories, including 2 new alternative routes to teacher certification, 2 overhauls of teacher evaluation systems, a new preschool evaluation system, doubling in state funding for charter schools against the backdrop of one of the largest structural deficits in the nation, adoption of the Common Core standards, the creation of an alternative route to certification for principals, and a data transparency law that makes available to nonprofits and universities stores of previously concealed longitudinal student achievement data. Ultimately, 50CAN's success will be measured not in the movement we build or the laws we pass, but in the gains made in student achievement. While the full impact of the policy changes we secured in Connecticut will take time to be realized, the initial signs are promising, including the biggest gains in 4th and 8th grade reading in the nation since 2007, and a doubling of the graduation rate in the state capital of Hartford. The biggest challenge we face is building our team. We set the bar really high for every single position on the team, and that often means it takes us 2 or 3 times as long as we would like to fill a role. Last year, we launched both our New York and Maryland campaigns 4 months late because it took us that long to find the right executive directors to lead these efforts. Additional resources will support our expansion into new states, continued progress in states where we've already launched campaigns, and the development of our national office to keep up with the needs of our growing organization. While spreading the 50CAN model across the country, we'd also like to expand our role as education advocacy experts. The focus would be to provide leadership, counsel, and training to other education reform groups that could benefit from our over 7 years of experience in this space. We have an enormous state-level education reform advocacy gap in America that is holding us back from making the transformational changes that'll put us back on top. 50CAN is all about empowering local leaders to be powerful agents for change. We're serving as a catalyst for state education reformers to join together around powerful advocacy campaigns and providing the systems, tools, and expert support to make sure these campaigns get results for kids.